Standard corporate roadmaps project growth smoothly up and to the right, creating a sense of security through 5-year plans and target state architectures. These documents imply that the future is a stable destination we can reach by simply following a map. This approach relies on forecasting, extrapolating today's trends into tomorrow. But real strategy involves navigating disruption. When market conditions shift, the rigid trends we relied on scatter in unpredictable directions. No predictive model in the early 2000s accounted for the eventual scale of the smartphone economy or generative AI. When these innovations arrive, the resulting volatility shatters existing plans, leaving organizations with roadmaps for a world that no longer exists. Organizations that wait for predictive models to offer certainty often find themselves stalled. While they conduct further analysis to regain a sense of control, competitors willing to act on incomplete data race ahead and capture the market. We cannot build tomorrow's enterprise tomorrow. The future is the cumulative result of the decisions we make in the present. Enterprise architecture provides a blueprint for deliberate, present-day action. Its primary function is to help leadership make strategic choices about organizational direction before those choices are finalized in software and infrastructure. In a competitive market, a delay is a choice. Every postponed investment or stalled transformation program is a strategic decision that forfeits future opportunities to those willing to move. Selecting an enterprise AI platform or modernizing a core creates a path dependency. This locks in technical logic, dictating capabilities for a decade. These choices create structural boundaries. A 6-month implementation creates a gravity the organization lives with for 10 years. By recognizing that today's technical choices create these permanent structural boundaries, leadership can shift its focus. Instead of guessing where the market will be in 5 years, the goal becomes making the commitments today that establish a unique, defensible foundation for the future. This creates a challenge. How do leaders make massive, long-term commitments when the future is impossible to forecast accurately? Architects solve this through optionality. Since we cannot eliminate risk, we build for adaptability. This ensures the enterprise possesses the structural flexibility to thrive across multiple different versions of the future. Strategic risk becomes manageable when we expose the hidden assumptions behind a plan. By mapping out dependencies and identifying where a system might fail, architects transform reckless gambles into calculated, informed choices. In practice, this means moving away from rigid, monolithic systems. Using modular platforms and composable capabilities allows an organization to rearrange its operations and pivot its strategy the moment market realities change. Architectural value is measured by this resilience. The goal is to ensure the organization remains functional and competitive, regardless of which specific market trend eventually dominates. Building new capabilities requires a precursor. The organization must reclaim its resources by deciding what to stop doing. Legacy debt, obsolete governance, duplicate processes, and aging applications acts as a rusted anchor. It consumes maintenance budgets and talent, effectively stalling forward momentum. Management theorist Peter Drucker argued that disciplined planning must begin with this systematic abandonment of the past. Without clearing away what no longer creates value, there is no room for the new. This requires a brutal stress test for every existing program. If we were not already doing this today, would we choose to start? Eliminating these obsolete systems creates strategic capacity. It releases the capital and energy necessary to execute the decisions that will actually define the future. Strategic planning is the continuous process of making entrepreneurial decisions today with a clear understanding of their future consequences. It is a gritty operational discipline of capital allocation. Enterprise architects serve as the strategic decision engines in this process. They translate abstract corporate ambitions into the specific capabilities and technology investments that make those ambitions possible. This feedback loop connects investment and execution to honest measurement. It allows the organization to learn from real-world outcomes and refine the architecture in real time as market conditions evolve. The future is built by organizations that prioritize disciplined action over elegant presentation decks. It belongs to those willing to make difficult choices today and commit their best resources to long-term outcomes. The ultimate question for any leader remains: what must we decide today so that the future we want becomes the future we create?